This video recording is to show you how to create a form in Google Forms and then take that data into a spreadsheet and then merge that data from the spreadsheet into a template that you create in Google Docs or Google Slides. Alright, so the first thing is you need to be in Google Chrome and then you need to log in if you're not already. So if you see either a person here without a name or it says guest, you need to click on that and then either create an account or choose one that you already have. And then in this case, I'm using my son's account because I need to actually download some add-ons to Chrome, and I already have them on my account, so I'm going to show you how to do it on this one. All right, so first thing, you're going to go to Google Drive, and you're going to find out where you want to put this. And so say I'll put it in his just general drive, and I'm going to click on New, and then I'm going to go to Forms. And you can use a template that they have. I prefer to use a blank form so I can customize it however I want. Okay, so now I'm going to make a form that asks someone for their name, their email address, and their birthday. All right, so since this is really about functionality, I'm not going to go too much into how to customize this, but there are a whole lot of different ways you can kind of customize this. I'm just going to pick something simple. You can even create your own banners. We create a lot of our banners like this in Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and it really does a lot of great graphics. Okay, so I'm going to say birthday form, collect people's birthdays. What is your name? In fact, if you actually, to make this even better, on the very top title of each question, you just want to have a brief 1 or 2 word thing, because that's the header in your spreadsheet that collects all your data. So you can put the full question down here. What's your name? So that way, that full question doesn't necessarily appear in your template. And then you're going to require that question. We're going to have another question that says birthday. When is your birthday? Instead of leaving the format as a date, because you don't necessarily want to ask people what year they were born, we will just say drop down, and I'll have what month is your birthday. And then we'll do all the options. Having you watch me enter all the months, I did that already. Now I'm going to have a new one down here. It says email. And this asks you to collect your email by forcing them to log in. I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to have them add their email. And then I can use this validation to make sure that they text, it has to have the @ symbol, email, please. So make sure that they put their email address in. And I'm going to require that question as well. Their birthday is required and their name is required. Okay, now once you do that, if you click over here, it automatically titles it. That's fine with me. You click on responses, and you're going to click on this, and you're going to select the destination response. And you're going to have it create one automatically. Hit create. All right, so now it's made one. And if you click on this, it'll take you to that form. And there it is. So it's going to timestamp it. It's going to have their name for each person that fills it out, the birthday of that person, and the email of that person. Forgot to do, I had to go back and do that, and I added the date after the month. And then I asked them for their email address. Okay, so now that the spreadsheet automatically updates, it added that date that I added. Okay, now when you're here, while you're here on the spreadsheet, you're going to do this one thing called get your add-on for Google Chrome, and it's called AutoCrat is the one I'm looking for. And if you see it, it's right here. If you don't see it, you can still type up here AutoCrat and hit search and it should pull it up. But since I already see it here, I'm going to do that. It's free. And it's basically a little app that you add on. Okay, so that's done. We'll come back here in a little while and do that later. So now we need to make a template that's going to be sent out to people to their email address. So now I'm just going to go back to the drive that I was in. If you have a folder, that's fine. Do all these from that folder. So I have a new, you can create either a Google Doc or a Google Slides as your template. I'm going to do the Google Doc. And it's going to be, I'm going to try to make it landscape. All right. And then I'm going to put happy birthday. And then these things are called tags. So it's going to, whoever it sends it to, it's going to say happy birthday, but I want it to say their unique name. And if you go to your form, that's when we created these simple these headings. And if you remember our form, that's what these were. It just said name, birthday, and then it said date, and then it said email. Name, birthday, date, and email. It's perfect. So now I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to say happy birthday and I'm going to put name. We want to wish you a happy birthday today. And put it's, and then I could put birthday and then date. And let's pick a better font. Not quite that big. And in case their name is longer, I'm going to put it down here. So I'll take up that little line. And then we could put from your admin team. Formatted this a little bit and added some clip art. You can always go to insert image, search the web and search for whatever you want to add. You can even add images of your own, so you can make it a lot more festive than this. But this is just about functionality, so we'll move on. All right, once you get that done, now you're good to tell the form what goes here and what goes there. All right, so go back to your form, and then you'll go back to your AutoCrat, the add-on, the AutoCrat that you just did, and you're going to open it. Okay, so if you've never done it before on this spreadsheet, it's going to create a new job. You're going to name the job, say birthday, merge. Okay, and it wants you to choose a template. Well, our template is called Happy Birthday. So we're going to go from Drive, and it should see that one that we just made. If not, you can always search for it up here. But that's the one we want. We're going to hit select. And it's looking for the tags. So you go next. And then because we kept it pretty simple, it automatically knows, hey, the spreadsheet is here. It says name, birthday, and date. And the template that we chose, our happy birthday template, has these 3 tags. And is that what we want? Yes, that's what we want. If it's not, then you just change it to what it's supposed to be. Name to your spreadsheet column something complicated, or if you left the full question in that top part of your form, this is what it would not recognize. It would list that all here, and it wouldn't necessarily know that that meant name. from our tag in the template. So keep it simple, and that should be pretty easy. Then you'll go to next. And then you need the name of the file of that certificate or that birthday card that's going to be generated. And so I want to file it by who it is. So I'm going to pull this over, and it gives you the different options I have. And name tells me whose it's for. Or I could call it by birthday, month, and then date. That might be better, actually. So I'll do birthday and come over here and Control V to paste it. Birthday, and then maybe the date, and then the name of the person. So that'll tell me exactly who that's for. Do I want Google Doc or do I want it in a PDF? I'll do Google Doc, it doesn't really matter. And I can make it a different file for every person that fills it out, which is what I want. Or you could do a single output mode where all of them go into one file. That's not what I want, because I want each person to get their own email, which means it has to be a different file. So hit next. And where do you want to choose? I'm going to go ahead and just leave it there in my drive, but you could choose a different folder if you wanted to. A dynamic folder reference. Okay, this is complicated, so I'm not going to go through that here, but this is a way to save that file based on something that that person said in the form. And it's useful, but pretty complicated right now. I had to pause the video and add a column on this form here. At the very end, it just added a question that says merge question mark, and I'll talk about that in a second. So this merge condition, that's how you can tell it to run automatically if you want to. So I'm going to click on the condition, and I'm going to say if that merge column that I just added, it's not null. That means when something is in there, like when I put yes in there or something, then it knows to go ahead and run that line. And so that one person on that one line will get an email with their happy birthday note document attached to it. Okay, share doc. Yes, I'm going to share the document. I don't want them to be able to edit it. I'm just going to say it's a view-only document. Okay, who is it to? It's going to be to that person's email address. Control V, paste that. If you want to copy yourself, you can. And then the reply to, if you want to put that, otherwise you'll just use a generic no reply address. Happy birthday is the message. And here you can say dear, and then you can put their name. Today is day date. So we wish you a birthday. Click next. Run on job triggers, yes. Go ahead and say yes. So now it's basically going to trigger that job when the merge cell or the merge cell has something in there. And you can do it on a time trigger, so you can make it run every day or every month or something, or every hour. We're not going to do that. So and then you just click. Now you're all set. This is if you want to edit it, and this is if you want to actually run it, which we're not running yet. In fact, it's going to run automatically when I say yes here. So now, say you share this form with someone. You just share it to them. This is what they see. I say, okay, what's your name? All right. My birthday. All right, I'm just going to make this up. January, let's see, 2nd. Email. And I'm going to submit it. And say somebody else submits another one. Let's say her birthday is February 1st. go here, you will see that the form's automatically updated. And if I want to say, okay, it's time to send him a birthday card, I'm going to say yes. And then it will automatically run once it notices that that's no longer null. In the interest of speed, I'm going to tell it to go ahead and run both of these. So let's say both of them need to be sent. And then I'm going to go to add-on. You're going to open your AutoCrat. This is if you want to force it to merge, but if I would have been patient, it would have actually sent out those notices on, within probably a few hours. Okay, I'm going to hit run, just to show you how it would run on its own. This would normally happen in the background, but again, you don't have to have that setting set to merge conditions for not null. You'll notice this popped up back here. Let me close this. So now these columns were added automatically by the AutoCrat, and it tells you kind of this is the ID, and this is what you need to know if you ever want to do the dynamic folder reference option. This is the document, and that's the link to the document, and then this is the status, and it tells you it merged successfully. Something happened with where it sent it, so I need to check the permissions on where it's saved. But right here, I can look at the certificate, and there it is. It's wishing me a happy birthday. It tells me what date it is, and it says from your admin team. And so each person gets one of those. I did one for Shelby. She gets one also. And then if we check our emails, we will see that it has arrived in an email form as well.